Is breakfast really the most important meal of the day? Let's welcome Coco Tasi.
Did you have your breakfast this morning?
Yes.
Yes.
This is probably one of the most asked questions in elementary school. It's a common sense that having breakfast is the key to a healthy and productive life. Your mom tells you to do so, your teacher tells you to do so, your doctor tells you to do so, even those experts and researchers working for the government tell you to do so. Well then, this proves that breakfast is surely the most important meal of the day, right? Or is it? Before answering this, I want you guys to think about a question. How long have we humans been having breakfast? Imagine you were an ancient human who needs to hunt for every meal. Is it possible to wake up and have a very wholesome, very healthy breakfast in the morning? What if you had a bad day of hunting yesterday? What if the weather forbids the hunting activity at all? More often than not, the life of an ancient human revolves around fasting and feeding. A 3-meal-a-day diet was still an unforeseen future back then, let alone a breakfast. Let alone a breakfast. Why do we need to care about our ancestors' diet? Because evolution. Our bodies have been modified throughout the evolution, and how much our systems adapted to a particular kind of diet correlates with the time we have spent relying on it. For example, potato chips have been around for just 100 years, whereas potatoes has been with us almost since the beginning. Because our bodies are more adapted to potatoes than potato chips, so the former is always the better food choice. It is also the reason why we should avoid processed food, because they are simply not the food our bodies are designed for. Based on the same reasoning, our bodies are actually not used to having breakfast, because not until after the Industrial Revolution did the general public begin having breakfast. Before that, only the rich could have this luxury in the morning. Interestingly, eating when you are not hungry was even considered a sin hundreds of years ago. This may be hard to believe, because here in Taiwan, breakfast is everywhere, and they are simply too delicious to resist. But as a biochemistry student, I think it's my duty to tell you the physical impact of having a carbohydrate-loaded breakfast in the morning. And before talking about that, you might want to think that why do we all think that breakfast is so indispensable? Thanks to some big cereal companies rising after the Industrial Revolution, like Quakers and Kellogg's, I think you all know that, right? They hired scientists to publish research papers showing the health benefits of breakfast. And some well-known medical organizations believe those misinterpreted data and thoughts began promoting the importance of breakfast. So, as a biochemistry student, I want you to know that breakfast is definitely not the most important meal of the day. And I won't get into the complicated biochemical pathways to talk about that. All you need to know is that having a meal that is high in carbs in the morning will enhance the fluctuation in your blood sugar levels compared to having a meal later in the day. And frequent high blood sugar peaks will pose a risk on your health and also lead to type 2 diabetics, metabolic syndrome, and even cancer and Alzheimer's disease. So, but what if breakfast is something that you just can't live without? Then remember to avoid carbohydrates and those high GI foods to keep your blood sugar level stable in the morning. 1 to 2 boiled eggs and some high fiber fruit are definitely recommended. So, what's the take-home message? Breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. And it's time to rethink everything we believe to be true without actually knowing why. For example, do we really need to sleep for 8 hours? Thank you for listening, TME.